Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading, but I'm going to cleanse this space and energy first and then explain what I'm going to do after. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Funny enough that you got an extra bell because you technically have a straight card in here. So it's like, yeah, just a little something extra. Okay, so I know I already did the reading on your mother wounds and stuff like that, but I'm gonna do it again. I already have the cards pulled out, and I have similar cards from the last time, but I also have more cards added into it. So I'm gonna read the questions again, and then get into the cards because it's kind of sort of like broken into parts. Where was it like how one affects you, like how it affects you spiritually, how it affects you like day to day, how it was like affecting your relationships and stuff like that, and then like overall like how is it affecting you and stuff like that. So questions, well, what is pretty much going to talk about. So we have cards that represent the energy of your relationships, and then we have cards that represents the energy of your inner child around them, and how does how does this affect your life right now, and how can you begin to heal your mother wounds, and what obstacles you might face while healing these wounds, and some words of wisdom. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some soul truths. So I'm gonna just, for this part, I'm just gonna read the front, and then when I get to like this card, then I'm gonna read the back, and then move on to like we can see like the sections. So we have, when was the last time I danced freely? Name all the things you love. Oh, the reason why I'm doing this is because I remember I can mention it in another video where I started to do the inner child and stuff like that, and then I did the mother reading, and then I was like, okay, since I did two, I felt, very in-depth, kind of talking about wounds, talking about trauma and stuff like that, healing ones, let's do one like for fun and stuff like that. And it was just fuckery, sorry, but it was just all over the place. It was just drama, and then a bunch of pages, and then pages is like female energy and stuff like that. So I'm just like, funny enough, like when I did the mother and stuff like that, we doing the like inner child healing and stuff like that, and we did the mother, and now there's a bunch of pages coming out all over the place, and the person that's supposed to represent like the mother figure like is barely on like in the readings at the time. Like the Queen of Pentacles is barely there, or if there is a mother figure, it's tend to be the Queen of Swords, which is somebody that's very cold and stuff like that and detached. So, which is why I decided to go a more in-depth reading of mother wounds, because it could. What I was saying, I remember I said in one of the videos, like it was like you're dealing. If it's not like your own ego, it's like your mother's ego or something like that. Your mother, like whatever trauma or wound that you have with your mother, that's what you're facing with somebody else, kind of thing. And or that's what somebody is trying to attach to you and like put onto you and make you deal with it. You have no reason to deal with it. You gotta just take the parts that apply to you and leave the rest. But either way, I'm gonna talk about mother issues. Okay. Some mothers probably smother you and keep you stuck, like Gypsy Mom. Or, your mom could be, free-spirited and let you make your own choices and set you free. But, like, steered you on the right path and stuff like that, without smothering you. Try to find that balance, in a way. Like a Claire Huxtable. Okay, boom. So we have, like, Gypsy's mom, okay? To like a Claire Huxtable. And I know you'll be like, that's a TV mom. They have to, sometimes with TVs and shows, they have to get the like creation or their idea from somebody, so that it is like literally a Claire Huxtable out there somewhere. We just don't, her name probably is not Claire Huxtable, would you? Kind of thing. Then we have, back to this, how can I be more flexible right now? And then we have, am I on the right path? Then we have rejection with the crown chakra. Then we have prayer with the sacral chakra. Nope, solar plexus chakra. See, I was about to say your sacral chakra. You're praying for comfort or to feel comfortable in your own body, and with the rejection being here, in order to do that, you might have to be flexible and remove yourself from certain people and keep boundaries up, because you're not allowed to be as free as you want to be around certain people, because you feel like they will reject you and criticize you or critique you. And then we have lemons here, and then we have lemonade. Like I said it before, when life gives you lemons. But then, funny enough, Claire Huxtable, not Claire, from Modern Family, before the Claire Huxtable, Claire popped in my head. That is also a mom and stuff like that. She is kind of sort of holding it together. And where Phil was like, when life gives you lemonade, something. When life give you lemonade, makes lemons, and life be like, what? It's something confusing. It's something backwards. Where it's just like, where it's something shitty, or like it's a bad situation, and you turn it around in a way that no one expected you to be able to turn it around and stuff like that. Like, if it's lemonade, how can you expect? They didn't want to expect you to have lemon at the end of the day, so they did you could diffuse it and stuff like that, and extract it. But no one expects you to do it, and for you to do it, it's just like, what, kind of thing. And that might be one of the things that you love to do, like being different and being unique in a way that is not harmful to anybody else or dimming anybody else's light. And we have abundance, yeah. And then we have isolation. But you know that if you do this, then you're not going to have a lot of people around you, not a lot of people in your corner. They are going to reject you and try to put you down or cast you aside and try to use you for money. Because the blue talks about your throat chakra, which is your expression and your creativity. So you're not expressing yourself the way that you want to, in fear of being rejected and being shamed. And that also affects you, like in social situations and your ideas, and also how you think and feel about yourself, and it affects your money, because you could have an idea that can lead to abundance in some way, shape, or form, and you won't take action on it because of like what other people will think, what other people will say, and stuff like that. And or you just sit and wait for somebody else to do it, and then you do it, when it's just like, you could have, like, that person pretty much will get the money that you can make and stuff like that. Not saying that person, like, you need to beat that person and stuff like that. It's a competition. No, you're saying, like, where you could have been like the trailblazer and stuff like that, where they would always remember you. Now somebody else is always being remembered and not you, because you rejected yourself for somebody else and stuff like that, based on somebody else's recommendation. And then we have trust. I trust my life and my strength. Every moment guides me to light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Hold on. Okay. And then we have the voice of your heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guide me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. Okay, I'm coming back. And then we have open to the universe. I discover my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept. Okay, you also allow. Okay, you accept, allow, and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to divine light of the universe. Because it said accept. I don't allow came out. Like, you allowed. Okay, you will love yourself. She was like, one thing about me, yeah. So I guess at some point you felt like you wasn't, yeah. What do you love? You felt like you wasn't allowed to love yourself, or hold on. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that at some point in time you probably felt like you wasn't allowed to love yourself or be loved or to have something to love and stuff like that. Um, cause based on like each the chakra, each card has like a story that goes with it. With the abundance card, where if you, I always point it out, where there's a coin that falls into the gutter and stuff like that, where one person's sitting here freaking out and worry about like how like it fell in the gutter and not trying to do anything to get it and pick it up, or this one, she picks it up and stuff like that, figure out a way how to get it and use it for something very like prosperous and something abundant and stuff like that, which is a prayer that you, I was saying before, like you're making this wish and this. And then we also have the yellow here with the trust, like, and the trust is kind of sort of the orange with the sacred chakra, like self trust. But either way, coming back together with having something that is yours, and like there's a difference between like giving it away and it being taken from you, or like it just simply like fell out of your hands and it like nothing you can do and stuff like that. And whereas being rejected and stuff like that, there's nothing you really can do about that. Like some people, like you're gonna be some people cup of tea, you're not gonna be some people cup of tea. Like it is what it is. But yeah, because even in the rejection card, you see like the clouds in the window. That's like always talking about like a clouded judgment, not being able, like it's not clear, right? It's not sunny. You can't see, see things clearly and stuff like that. And it's because there's a whole bunch of other people voices in your head, trying to tell you which direction to go and which way you should go and what you should do. Because in the prayer card, there's two different parts, where one part is clear skies and the other part is cloudy skies, right? And they trying to like, it's like people trying to tell you what your life should be and what you should work towards and what path you should be on, not knowing what you like, your passions, or what you actually love to do and what you're actually passionate about. And they might try to say that that is your fault because you don't express yourself and stuff like that, or you're always to yourself. But then it's like the reason why you're always to yourself is because you don't feel like you can express yourself around these people. So it's like it's an ongoing loop pretty much. But with rejection, right, the motto is they won't use me. And this card is here to pretty much inspire you to you don't have to be on like with the path that everybody else want you to be on. You can be on your own path, and to trust in yourself. And like, it's not saying that if you was on those people's path you would be happy. You wouldn't be. And then it's like, now you're at least you're on the path that you want to be on. Like, okay, you're unhappy, but like at least that is your choice kind of thing, where the other one wouldn't have been your choice in a way. And it's like, also with this you can turn it around, where the other one you probably wouldn't know how to turn it around because you didn't want to make these choices and stuff like that, so you wouldn't know how to solve it. Whereas where he's an artist and stuff like that, like if he make a mistake he can pretty much paint over it and stuff like that, depending on what it is. Well, seeing he have paintbrushes, he can paint over it, use a color that like cancel it out. Or if he's drawing it, he can just erase it and stuff like that. And yeah, rejection is just a change in direction. And there's some keywords. It says protection and development and exclusion, which also we have isolation. So they reject you to like to push you away and make you feel isolated and feel rejected, but it's all turning out and working out for your good at the end of the day. Or if that's what if that's what your parent did, okay, when other people do it, it doesn't bother you much because your parent did it. So it's like all that time or space, the energy that you would have gave to that person, you found something else to fill up that time in that space. Or find something else to do, or stuff like that, where some people can be sitting here just worried about and freaking out and stressing out. You're like you're finding ways to get the coin out of the, out the gutter, to change the situation around and turn Like, turn a bad situation good. And back to rejection, and pretty much like, you no longer need to prove yourself. This is about understanding who you are and what you have created. Okay? And it's like, you have created this by yourself. And nobody can say they made you, they was a part of it, they did this, they did that. Nobody can really say that. Or they was the inspiration, or they, nobody can really say that. Now we're gonna go a little bit backwards, because it's gonna be blue, because we're going from crown. Then we're blue to the expression. Well, not expression, well, isolation. But I said expression because your throat chakra is your creativity and how you express yourself and stuff like that. And you wasn't expressing yourself the way that you wanted to due to other people. And now Spirit is saying that you don't have to do that anymore. Trust that you don't have to do that anymore. That what is for you will always be for you. People would accept you the way that you are, and if they don't accept you, you weren't meant to be around them. You wasn't meant to be there anyways. And the people that you are meant to be around will accept you with no problem. You will resonate with them with no problem. Your voice or the volume that you're speaking, they will hear you clearly, and there will be no problem. There will be no fighting. No, like, there will be no. It'll be it would be cordial. Like, everything would be nice. But isolation, it says, I have got all I could ever need right here. This inspires you to do not wait for the right moment to live your life. You're on the verge of something big, but if you do not participate, you will miss it. And yeah, okay, so the shorter version, or like another inspiring message, is a childlike playfulness is hidden underneath sapphire seriousness and elegant exterior. This card denotes wealth, where we have abundance here, and an ability to do anything well. Trust, we have it here, and loyalty are indicated. Sapphire also has a great capacity for healing. Okay. I know there's a bunch of sapphire. The color is blue, sapphire, but I don't see no sapphire jewel. But what it's pretty much saying, you have an idea that's very that you pray on, that you're wishing, you're manifesting, and you're hoping that it could come true. Spirit saying that it can come true, it will come true. Trust that it can come true and it will come true. If you open yourself up to actually do it and stuff like that, participate in it and do it, you will be great. You will do fine. And don't do it like to prove other people wrong and stuff like that, because that's not, for one, when he was praying for it, that wasn't your intention to prove other people wrong and to show them up. It was to better your life and stuff like that, to clear these obstacles that you have, that you're facing and stuff like that. And while doing that, the people that's creating these obstacles are also going to fade away. And let them fade away, and trust that, and be accepting to that. And I pretty much explained the story of abundance, and prayer is pretty much self-explanatory. So I'm going to read the little snippet parts. Alright, so prayer, we have an inquiry of unique thoughts and are inspired by angels and lemon yellow. Cut through the face of the truth and surrender to the higher calling. There is a collaboration here, and a willingness to change one's mind. Keep trying to let go of control, and by doing that, it will lead you to abundance. And I pretty much explained the abundance card all the way to its maximum, so I don't need to read the second part to it. Because it's saying like how she bought a house and he was worried about the money because he was going to buy beer. So how this was wasteful and this was more like beneficial. How one was wasteful, one wasn't. Because while he's going to drink the beer, within like a couple of hours he's going to pee it out and stuff like that, so it's not going to last long, whereas she's saving her money to buy a house, where a house is going to last longer and stuff like that. It's going to be there longer. Then we have, what do you desire? You are now now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desire. Once you clearly decide upon your true desire and know that you already are deserving of them, they will rush into your life as by magic. So yeah, like I was saying before, you've either felt like you didn't deserve love, worthy of you. Okay, you didn't feel worthy, deserving of love. It's kind of all of it. Like you felt okay. You didn't want to love because you don't feel like you were deserving to love anybody else or worthy enough to love anybody else. You didn't also feel like you weren't worthy enough for anybody to love you back. And you also feel like you wasn't like to have something to love, like let's say like a toy and stuff like that. You wasn't like even that. You wasn't worthy or deserving of it. And Spirit is like, you are deserving of love and worthy of love. Everybody is. It's just some people do not love correctly in a healthy way that will cause you to, that will scare your mind and cloud your judgment into thinking that you have to do things to be worthy of love when that's not the case. Then we have release and surrender. We shower you with our blessing of our radiant love. Oh wow. Open your arms and release the challenge that you have that you held tight. What? Okay, we're gonna start that sentence over. Open your arms and release the challenge that you have held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands and arms and your heart to our love and assistance. Here we have life purpose. Your life purpose, no, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings joy to yourself and others. Do not worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Also, you being in your life purpose, I want to say this, okay? With this rejection and stuff like that, people gonna talk regardless, okay? They gonna have good things. Some people gonna say good things, some people gonna say negative things. People gonna talk regardless. You gotta live for you, so live for you, okay? You gonna be happy, they gonna be mad. You gonna be upset, miserable, they gonna be mad. Like they always gonna talk regardless, okay? Just gotta live for you. So this idea that you're sitting on and not doing because of what somebody else would think, what somebody else is gonna say, it's just gonna push you back. And it's like, it's not for them, it's for you to do, which is why you know the whole instructions and stuff like that, because it's your purpose. You know the purpose of it. They don't understand the purpose of it or why it's important and stuff like that. And Spirit's just like, we're like like it's pretty much, it's like, it's a personal conversation. Your purpose is personal to you and stuff like that. So it's like, it's a personal conversation. It's like, it's literally like an A and B conversation. It's just like, we're not talking to that person right now, okay? This is not their purpose. It's not your purpose. And it's like, it's not really like y'all supposed to be together and y'all purpose come together and stuff like that and make this whole nother thing. I don't, like, it's not doing that and stuff like that as of right now. Maybe later down the line, where is this person trying to force to make it do it now, where we had before, like, release and control. Like, that's not what's happening, which is why we have to just release the control and let it happen the way that it's supposed to happen, and the way that Spirit is intending it to happen. Then we have Cupid. We send great wave of love into your heart and your mind. Awaken your love for awaken your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance have triggered a reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Oh, if there's a relationship, why it doesn't matter who. It's your bed. Your mother's not in the bed with you, or going behind those doors with you. I know they used to do it back in the old days, but she wasn't like laying there with you. She wasn't like stuff like that. It's your person. Like, who do you want to date? Who do you see yourself with at the end of the, like? This might be a little bit morbid, but like, your mother's not gonna live forever, okay? And when your mother dies, okay, and you have a husband, okay, your mother don't even have to be dead, okay? She could just live far, far away, Okay? If she lived far, far away, who would you be dating? Who would you talk to? Kind of thing. Just figure that out. Like, she don't have to be dead. I don't know why I went dark and morbid like that. But like, just if she wasn't there, kind of thing. And then, because I remember that was like the whole thing before, like, they want you to have love, yes, but then it's just like, I don't want to say like y'all definition of love. Yeah, it could be like y'all definition of love is different, where one can be healthy, the other one is a little bit toxic. Where one is healthier, one is controlling and possessive, which could turn to a little bit toxic, and you know, conditional love, where the other one is very unconditional and very genuine and nurturing and sweet and stuff like that, where the other one isn't. And also realizing that, I would say, like, if you know how your grandmother, how your mother, like, coexist or, like, talk to each other or spend time with each other, you can, like, see, like, if they got, like, the love, care, and nurturing and stuff like that a child needs to, you know, to return the same thing to a child. And if they did, you know, and they just don't, it just simply means that they don't want to and stuff like that. And you just realize that, okay, like, as fucked up as that may be, okay, you know, that's all you gotta do. Like, okay, it's fucked up, yes, but okay. Like, for some people, they just did the best that they could, you know. Like, like, maybe toxic love is all they know how to give, which is, does you just be like, okay, it was fucked up, but you know, they did the best that they could, kind of thing, and you just turn around and do better for yourself and for your children and stuff like that. And yeah, cause it could like how your mother relationship with your grandmother, or like your mother relationship with some, like, other female, it's just something tied to, it's something like that kind of thing, that you will see like their true colors, how they really, I don't say view females or interact with females. Like, if they secure in themselves, they wouldn't feel the need to bring another female down and stuff like that, or belittle them, or like gang up on them or team up on them and stuff like that. And then, yeah, so if you realize that, or you realize somebody that's more like powerful, or more like, I won't say presentable, but like more like, I won't say put together, like somebody that's in a better position than your mother, like, watch how she acts around them. And then if there are like certain things that she did, like, indicate like she does have a problem with that person, realize if she ever did those things to you and why she did those things to you, then you will realize, like, oh shit, kind of thing, if that is what's going on. Okay, again, like I said, take what parts that resonate, take part that down. Okay, so we're gonna move on to mediumship. You have the natural abilities to connect with departed loved ones. I'm gonna say deceased. Technically, they are deceased and departed, so it does count. Funny enough, with the whole ghosts, with the stuff like that, you're able to channel like passed on loved ones, and they're trying to help you in your prayers and stuff like that, to help you move on and like break through these challenges that you're facing. But you have to trust that what they're telling you is the truth, is accurate and stuff like that. And like I said before, they're not talking to them, because if there's like deceased loved ones, if it is family members, if they have beef when they were together, together when they was alive, you think they're gonna talk to them when they're dead, kind of thing. Where God talks to everybody, with it, like ancestors, they talk to who they want to talk to. Well, let's say, I don't know, your great grandma Mavis, I don't know, was great at carpentry, and you are trying to be like an interior designer. That's will be a good person to channel, a good person to talk to. So she's just like, yeah, put this here, put that there, and stuff like that. So while you're doing it, and everybody else, or like your family member, just like, oh, that's crazy, or this and that and third, like while you're doing it, then after the finishing product, then you're like, oh, your great grandmother used to do this, this, and the third, or your grandmother used to do that, and your grandmother used to do this, and then, or you see a picture and stuff like that. It's like she's like, yeah, we was with you the whole time. Like, we talking to you, we trying to help you and stuff like that. And it's like the generational curses and stuff like that. Where I feel like every family they have a curse breaker, a generational curse breaker, and stuff like that. I don't know which one you're breaking, but maybe you're supposed to break one, and they trying to help you break it. And or is it something that you can do in the family that somebody else can't do and not meant to do? So which is why they're trying to help you and tell you to do it, and because you will understand the message and understand it clear better than what the other person. They would just fuck it up, which is why they're trying to talk to you and tell you. Then we have Archangel Michael with. You are working closely with this powerful archangel. Who protects? Hold on, we gonna start this over. You are closely working with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. Is it a love situation? Oh, okay, because I remember some of y'all people that was a problem. If it is a mother, okay, let's say you are a female and there's a son, okay, and their mother is the problem. The mother is the problem because if you get with the son, they feel like their role will be obsolete. There will be no need for them, and they identity and all that is being this like that person's mother. And then you probably like, oh, they have other kids. They're not as close to that like those kids as like this one kind of thing. Being a mother is a whole thing, their whole identity. And we have Twin Flame with the answer to your question involves a spiritual based romantic relationship. Did somebody put? Because I know third party kept coming up in the karmic. Did somebody put? Was it a mother? Wow. Was the Page of Swords a mother? Oh my goodness. If it is, why somebody mama watch you? That's even weirder. Well, the whole page immature. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Because it's not that you're taking their child away, you're taking their spot, you're taking their position. That person will always be their mother. It's just, yeah, it gets a little weird. Because what popped in my head was Floyd. It gets a little Floydy. It gets a little Floydy. Where he was like a boy's first mother, or if it's dependent of a child, okay, but a child, he said boy's first love would be their mother, and a daughter's first love would be their father. So they tend to find people similar to their mother, and vice versa, or similar to their parent. But it's like this. There's the mother also formed like a connection and a romantic kind of connection and bond to their child, and don't want to let it go and release it. And feel like, and you coming in or to the relationship will break that bond and break that tie and stuff like that, because that person will no longer be codependent on their mother. They'll be independent. I won't say they'd be codependent on you and stuff like that, but if they marry you, talk to you, in a relationship with you in any way, shape, or form, it just pulls them more and more away from their mother and stuff like that. Even if y'all break up, they don't. The things that they learned with you, let's say like you cook and stuff like that. Now this person knows how to cook, where before the mother was cooking for them and doing all stuff. Like now, they know how to do all that stuff because they watched you. Y'all did it together. You showed them. You teached them, where the mother wasn't really doing that. It's so that they can be codependent onto them, as they will always be there, always need them. Because like I said before, that's their whole identity. And yours, like, you don't base your identity on a relationship or a connection. Then we have transformation. Inner voice, yeah, with your heart. The voice of your heart being here. Then we have the inner voice. That makes sense. Then we have inward reevaluation. Oh no, is that inward evolution? My bad. I'll start again. show it again. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, then we're still going through the transformation and stuff like that. Things are growing and evolving. And then we have colors. So, if you want to focus on the colors, let me bring that out. I was going to point out the numbers. We have 10, 10, 6, 4. 10 is about completion, things coming to an end. 6 things about coming to peace, harmony, and balance. And also it could be a partnership. 4 is about a foundation, protection. Also it could be like speed or struggles and stuff like that. The colors, we have gray, we have yellow, we have blue, green, purple. Green is your heart chakra. Then the voice of your heart, which talked about the blue, so you're not expressing your feelings, but you already knew that before with the gray. Well, with the rejection, but the gray. And purple talks about your third eye. Spirit's telling you Spirit is helping you, and you're not believing that Spirit is helping you because of what other people are saying or telling you, so you're not taking action on what Spirit is telling you to take action on, which is your life purpose that they're actually trying to help you on, because you lack self-trust, which is technically orange, which is not out here. And that's stopping you from being successful with taking success, or being successful in your life, because you only express or show what people want to see or expect to see. Oh, did I say it? Okay. And we have dance, because if you dance because it will shift you into a beautiful state. It will get you out of your head and into your body and heart, because fear lives in your head, along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make a shift. You will feel a change of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel your soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness, and it's a gateway to freedom. To become a free dance, today's soul action, dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice the inner fire grow within, and feelings of being you. You are wild, loving force. Express it with a dance today. And then we have, are you one of them? Today's mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. Then we have, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today, and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Today's soul action. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. Yeah, so pretty much like I said, you felt like you wasn't deserving of love, worthy of love, or worthy to have, or deserving to have something to love. I don't, you know. Then we have, sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul choice, a soul contract, that you are currently fulfilling an area of your life. Even if you can't see it, it doesn't mean it isn't real. Today's soul's action, today's search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next step. And we have life purpose here. But hold on, because I'm cooking. I need to check out my food. Okay. So now we're going to look at, so that's how it affects you on like a spiritual level. So now we're going to look how it affects like your day to day. So we have perseverance with challenge, endurance, and resolve. Well, resolution, not resolve. And we have 7, which does indicate like challenge, external and internal challenges and stuff like that, and struggles. We have 4 here that does indicate like a struggle. And I did say like protection, where you don't really feel protected, which is a struggle, which is causing stagnation, which is throwing things out of whack and out of balance and out of harmony. Or where that was is now that you're letting with the transformation that's coming to an end. Because you're realizing that in order for things to come to an end, you have to initiate it and you have to like do it yourself. Or you have to like speak for yourself and defend yourself. And yeah, because it's hurting you and affecting you in a way. Then we have indulgence with interactions, joy, and friendliness. 47. This equal 11. Oh, I'm gonna start doing a new thing now. Well, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna add it, which is 11. If you want to see like as 11, like the 1-1, that's cool. Which is supposed to be like a wish and like a manifestation, where we have that here with prayer. You're wishing for joy and stuff like that, and friendliness, and to be included and to be happy and stuff like that. But with 4, where I said over here, it talks about a problem, a struggle, and stagnation and stuff like that. We also have 7, right, which is struggle, stagnation, stuff like that. Then we also had lemons. You balancing that out and stuff like that, where things were at a pause and things were stuck and at a halt and stuff like that. We're moving very slow. You went within, change yourself, did what you could to get rid of certain things that was holding you back, and then even in your like external environment did the same thing, and that caused you to feel more safe and stuff like that, more secure, more protected in your environment, which then will cause you to feel a little bit more happy and a little bit more joy and stuff like that. You can indulge in a little bit more things where you wasn't able to indulge in before because you was worried or stressed out. Yeah, like I said before, where like what they reject you or turn their back on you and stuff like that, is like the time that you used to give to them, you started like giving it to something else, or you just developed a hobby, or you just spent time or focused on something else, pretty much. And we have accident with danger, caution, injury. 16, 7. They didn't intend for that to happen. And with 1, which is talking about like a beginning and the intention, and 6 with harmony, they didn't intend for that to happen, like you to be balanced and to come to harmony and peace with yourself. They didn't expect you to be cool in isolation and become introverted. They didn't expect that. They more expected you to lash out. Then we have mask with deception, pretending, and inconsistency. 24, which is 6. Which is here. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to do something new. Where we have 19 with, it's 1 and 9. 1 is intention. You intend to release something, which is why I said, like, the 10 is coming to completion, is coming to an end. Then 2 and the 8, which is still 10. But 2 talks about a choice, a balance, and being in alignment. Realizing the light and the shade of it. Like, there's the, like, pros and cons of it and stuff like that. But still being able to move on and move forward. And then we have 4 and 2. I already explained both of these numbers, so I don't have to explain it again. And I explained 6. And then we have 24 over here. So it's like this, where we have 24 over here, and this is 42. It's a mirror, but it's off and stuff like that in a way. It's not the whole twin flame and stuff like that. There's a mirror reflection but y'all mirroring each other's wounds. And but yeah. Then we have 4 here. But then we also have 0, but 0. In bionormal, like in coding, 0 just means end. It doesn't do anything. 1 means start. Don't know if you care, but hey. Then we have inconsistency challenge. So the thing, they keep coming in and out, and like that's what they expect. They're very inconsistent, and that always pose a challenge for you or a challenge for your relationship and stuff like that, because they're all like unpredictable. You don't really know what to expect with them. So it created I won't say like that would cause you to want to control the situation, but it's just like you can't control that person, so just realize no matter what, you just let it happen. Um, then that's how you get people that can just function in chaos. Just while that person is passing out in the corner, you're gonna have somebody that's perfectly calm. Just continue on with their day. Because it's like, I can't control that person. Does it affect me? Yes. Because that person is lashing out. I'm in like a very close proximity, but I can't control that person from like lashing out and stuff like that. And you start to really like let go of realize certain challenges, certain issues, which is not your responsibility enough for you to deal with or take on. Then we have endurance and pretending. Like, yeah, you're like, or somebody pretending like they can keep up and they going with it and stuff like that when they actually can't. They dying inside. Where he's like hopping over hurdles and stuff like that. Let's say the hurdles is like the challenges and the obstacles. You're hopping over it and somebody but like trying to be behind you as if they could catch up to you or they keeping up with you. Meanwhile, they like huffing and puffing. They can't. They like dragging on behind, like touching their feet, trying to get you to slow down and to turn back and look at them because they need they need water, they need air, they can't breathe, they can't catch up. Okay, they're pretending like they are and they right there. But they're not. That you're close, but you're not close in no way, shape, or form. And then we have, can't see the word now. Resolution and deception. Oh yeah, just go. If they try to come and apologize, it's a fake apology. Might be backhanded too. Like I said before, like they did the best that they could. That's why I was like, look at how like their grandmother, like how your grandmother interacted with them if you can, stuff like that. But also realize like your parent is a person as well. They are flawed in many ways. They are not healed. They need to heal some things, but you know, like that kind of stuff. Just like you need to heal and stuff like that, they also need to heal, but they probably didn't have time to heal it or, you know, do certain things. So to kind of sort of have compassion and be understanding and be empathetic. Then we have interaction and injury. Probably only interacted with you when you were sick or hurt. And then we have joy with caution. Or, okay, probably only, like, interacted you on it, like, and nurtured you when you was injured and stuff like that, or when you was sick. But then when you was happy, they more so try to scare you into thinking that joy is something that you should be afraid of and stuff like that. Because when we have friendliness and then we have danger, like, things that are happy and loving and light, they wanted you to be afraid of it. And it's because they don't actually have it and they're pretending as if they do and they don't. And you actually can get it true, authentic, and genuine, where they have like the artificial thing. So now we moving on to Heal Yourself deck. So we have Cycles and Soulmate. Oh, Karmic Soulmate keep coming back. Or it could be a twin flame that keep coming in and out. It's like in a karmic cycle and karmic loop with the 8 being here. Could be a loop as well. Going round and round. And why it keeps going round and round. Because Soulmate is 1 and 4. The 4 of Wands is technically a twin flame card. And like a relationship is a foundation, a partnership, or stuff like that. So, and then tension in a relationship or a partnership. And it's the reason why you keep getting in a relationship. It has the same meaning. But you have the same intention for each one. Which is getting you stuck in a cycle of shitty relationships. Or a certain type of person or people that you attract. Or that you're dating. Then we have rejection. Again, look at that. Oh, you're now realizing that you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You can't love anybody into loving you. And you are deserving and worthy of love. And like, you can't sit here and do all of these things because you're just wasting your time because this person isn't going to want to see it at the end of the day and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm going to say rejection is a change in direction, but it's like this person rejection isn't the end all be all pretty much. And we have home. like, yes, that was your first home. See, now I'm talking about your mother. Yes, that was your first technically home. Yes, but that's not the home that you're gonna die in. You see? See what I'm saying? Like, it's not the end all be all. And yeah, with soulmates, there you have like, it's not just one soulmate that you have out there. You have multiple soulmates. Multiple. Some are friendships. Some are romantic. Some y'all have like the ones where it was just a regular breakup when there was no hard feelings, and y'all can like talk and there's no problems and no anything like that. That probably was a soulmate. Could have been a romantic soulmate. That's perfectly fine. There's no drama. If there's drama, it's automatically karmic. There's no need for it. This whole triggering and stuff like that, it doesn't. Spirit doesn't trigger you. Now the truth might hurt. Yeah, if you. Okay. The truth might hurt and trigger you if you are like wearing the mask and being deceptive and lying to yourself. Yes. But other than that, the truth isn't gonna hurt you or any way, shape, or form. And caused any cause any uproar, any confusion, any chaos, drama, and anything like that. Which I was talking about before with the situation with the mother, like you had to let go of that child at some point in time. Like they're still like attached to like a fake like umbilical cord, and it's like, no, that's not okay. Like that child, like that person is not independent. So it's like where you're not just dating them, you're dating them and their mother kind of thing. And that person is stuck in like a fucked up situation because they love you, yes, but then they like it's also their mother kind of thing. Like, so like, yeah, it's weird. That's all I can tell you. And we have 8 here where I said like talk about like the loop, but now we have 3 that came in here, and 3 talk about like collaboration, teamwork, partnership. Well, it could be like mind, body, soul, me, myself, and I. Like the Holy Trinity, God, Jesus, the Father. No, what? God, Jesus, the Father. What? God, Jesus, the Holy Ghost, the Father. That I said it twice. And then we have 5. Oh, no, we didn't have that before. 5, we're talking about like challenge, conflict, also transformation. Yeah. So there was a problem in the teamwork and a collaboration because also with the 6 coming back, somebody needed to take responsibility and realize their intentions for either being in a relationship, being around, like being in a relationship, sabotaging a relationship, wasting time in a relationship, all of it. Where with the home being here is you thought you can make, well, probably you thought you can make a house a home. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you know what that means. I don't know. I never said that before. I don't know where that came from. But hey, but it's like where, well, I was saying before, like you felt like you can love this person into loving you and make that person into being your home. No, because that person there's no, he wasn't even built or made for that. And then we have Ultimus of the Forest with Now We Are Independent and Free with 32, which is a 5. Yeah, the challenge and the problem is, okay, they didn't expect you to be free and independent, and like now you're isolated and introverted and stuff like that into yourself, and you're free and independent while everybody else fucking codependent onto something or like something or someone you're not. You're balanced, working with yourself and spirit. Then we have Wolf Moon, I Will Watch Over You with a 1. And 1 is intention, beginnings, starts, creation. Then we have the Fairy of the Ring with new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvement. 37, which is 10. Now they want to come in and collaborate with you, or team with you, work with you, because you're persevering over things, but they can't catch up with you to try to work with you. Then we have screens, companions, and strange places. Challenges. Use your imagination. See what I said? Because I already explained the threes. You already can like balance and align with yourself. You're more so close to finding your life purpose than what these people are. Which is why they're trying to come in and collab with you, so they challenges become your challenges to slow you down from finding your life purpose. 28 came back. You're in divorce. And that is tying to the voice of your heart. This isn't a challenge for you to deal with. Which is why they tell you to use your imagination. Which is your creativity, which is your blue. Express yourself the way that you need to express yourself. Defend yourself, speak up. This is not your challenge, it's not your responsibility to deal with. And say that. Like, it sucks, this is a shitty situation, yes, but this is not my problem to deal with, and it's not my responsibility, so do not take it out on me. Take it out on who you need to take it out with. Because even said, your challenge is you're independent. You're not codependent on something or someone. And then you have skills that other people don't have. Well, I said you could cook. The other person couldn't cook. That's a lot of people can't cook. So like you can cook, do laundry. Let's say you could do laundry. That's another thing a lot of people could do. Okay, so like you could do that, two things. Wash dishes correctly and stuff like that, where it's clean. What's another like thing that's for home? Me. You could cook, clean, make a bed. I don't know. I don't know. Cook, clean, laundry. Yeah. And it's like, not saying like your house is always clean. Like, we're gonna be realistic. We live in there, okay? But it's like it's always like it's cozy. It's nothing like crazy and stuff like that. You know where things are in your house, whereas other people might not, kind of thing. And yeah, so we're gonna get into, so that's pretty much how it affects your day to day. And then like once you heal yourself from it, this is how it's gonna change and stuff like that. And then you start to realize like your independence is the problem, and you persevering and overcoming things was the problem all along, which you had here. Like that's why they wanted you to be afraid of being happy and to have joy in being like somebody loving you and stuff like that. They wanted you to feel like you don't deserve it, but you actually do deserve it. You are worthy of it, which is why they don't feel worthy and deserving of it, which is why they try to lie, sabotage, or manipulate people into like loving them or being on their side or being their friends, where you don't have to do that. People genuinely love you and want to be your friend and want to support you. And it could be saying like your karmic relationships or your karmic twin flames mimic this in a certain ways, or even like your friendships and stuff like that. Okay. Also, because what popped in my head was back to the cooking thing. Like with Shits and Gigs, where the episode where they had Chunks and Philly, and they asked, the question was like, what was James' favorite thing to cook? And then like Philly was just like, do you know like he gotta be like really be out here like chefing it up for like to have a favorite thing to cook. He was like, I just make the regular like the basic things on a regular basis. Like he said like to himself like he doesn't really know how to cook. And then Chunks was like, yeah, like kind of thing, like he doesn't know how to cook. Where James like he actually like, you know, be chefing it up kind of thing. So it's like he can live on his own and stuff like that, and like can be okay on his own, where like he can like cook for himself, eat, provide food and stuff like that. You may be like, oh well, the money aspect. Just like if like just off that alone, like if let's say Shits and Get goes down, he can cook. He could go become a chef somewhere. He can go in a diner or something like that. Somebody that doesn't really need requirements or ask questions and stuff like that. Not requirements, experience and stuff like that. He could do that and stuff like that. Cause when they try to ask the same thing for like Chunks and Philly, like what is like Chunks' favorite things to cook, it was real easy for like Chunks to figure out, because Philly makes the exact same thing, where it's variety and stuff like that, where this person is it's very predictable. You're more so spontaneous and free and flowy. Alright, but now we're gonna look into how your relationships, how it could affect your relationships. I'm gonna have to explain this one. So I have the romantic tarot. right? And then I have the Tarot of Opposites and there's Yin Yang Oracle. But I'm gonna explain the Yin Yang Oracle, but I'm gonna do this first. Right? But I'm gonna do it row by row. But they still go together. But the Tarot of Opposites and the Yin Yang is supposed to talk about like how I'm gonna turn it. You have to figure out which one is your side and which one is your mother's side. If they haven't told you their life story, you know your life story, okay? So that's why I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna tilt it. So you can see why they feel like, oh, it's not gonna work out for you, and this, and the third, and stuff like that. Why they're saying that? Because for one person, somebody it worked out for one person, which is why they're trying to help you and to give you the advice. And for the other person, like for some people, it's like it's coming from, they're not trying to like give you advice, it's more so trying to hold you back and hinder you, kind of thing, right? So which is why you have to figure out which side is you, so you can know like if like let's say the side where it's shitty and stuff like that, that is your side, and you realize the one that is bright and happy and uplifting is like your parent. You realize that your parent is giving you advice because they've been there before, kind of thing, right? Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I kept saying to defend yourself. I kept saying defend yourself. Like. And then we have the the Ace of Swords. You are the Queen of Pentacles. So every time the Queen of Pentacles keep coming out, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're now free and independent, which is the Queen of Pentacles. You might not be like financially stable at the point to where you want to be, but you're about to be when you start breaking free from certain things, like the fog, like the confusions, the fake shit and stuff like that. You cut through it. You start to see things in a different perspective. And you start to see things clearly. Like being like codependent on anything or addicted to anything, like taking back that power and seeing like the truth. Because we have a sword and a rose, which is truth, clarity, and breakthrough and stuff like that. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles when I said the Queen of Swords. So it's like Queen of Swords like cut things off, like a cold, swift detachment and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what you're doing, and you're doing that to defend yourself from impatient and like unpredictable, like what's it, like they're unpredictable and impatient and all over the place, pretty much. Like they're like, mind spontaneous, like being spontaneous and stuff like that, but then like not like causing damage or harms and stuff to other people, and then try to be like, oh, it was an accident, like no, kind of thing. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Right? So while one person put in the time and the work and the effort to understand what's going on and what's being created, right? So they like to master it. Somebody else just rushed, pretend as if they understood the situation or if they learned the lesson or if they know what's going on, when they actually don't. Or what popped in my head is cheating. Like they probably cheated off of somebody else. Right? So now we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the one that learned the lesson, took the time to learn the lesson, is free and is liberated and content with their life and open to like relationships and stuff like that, where it's not codependent. Everyone has a sense of self, and it's not based on money and finances and status. Well, on the flip side, it's very one-sided, self-absorbed relationship based on status, wealth, and money, and codependent. And not content. So always wanting more. Right? So then we have the King of Cups. Oh, so we have the King of Cups upright. So in the upright, and then we have reverse. In the upright, the King of Cups He's very diplomatic. He doesn't do drama. He's very creative. Um, he holds the Ace of Cups, so he also very loving, very caring, very like nurturing and understanding and stuff like that. Um, he listens to your emotions and hear everybody out and make try to take the best course of action without hurting anybody's feelings, anybody's emotions, and stuff like that. And just like the Queen of Cups, he understands and know the importance of giving like love to self and stuff like that. So where it's like sometimes you see the King of Cups, they be like, oh, he like monetizes his love, like he gives little percentages here and there and there and there. It's like he understands like of the whole burning out situation and not doing that. Where the King of Cups reverse, it's more so he give love as a way of control and throw tantrums and very like versatile. Like you don't like what I said before. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's very spazzy and very all over the place. And that type of spontaneous you don't do. Like throwing tantrums because you didn't get your way or because somebody said no, kind of thing. And then we have Death. So on the side that was mainly like upright, we have Death reverse. You're not letting the situation come to an end. Oh, they let it come to an end, but they keep coming back, so they won't let it die, and you keep letting them come back, which is why you have to flip. If this is your side, which is why it's flipped. Yeah. Now, how this ties together? The Queen of Pentacles is in some decks is a mother figure and stuff like that, somebody that's financially stable, independent. She's a wife, like a house, home kind of thing. She takes care of all of that, where one person is actually able to do that with no problem, somebody else isn't, and like pretends as if they are wifey material when they actually aren't wifey material. And the reason why they aren't is because they are very impulsive and try to, it's like they try to one up people and try to get something before the other person get it. And, like, yeah, because what about them? Like some people, like was the people that wanted to hurt you. Some of y'all was like they wanted to hurt you before you hurt them, but you wasn't even thinking about hurting them. So it's like they did all this for no reason. They trying to get you before you got them, and it's like you wasn't even trying to get them. So it's like they did all this, literally did it for no reason. And in that case, it was because you were more confident, courageous, and bold and brave to do certain things that they weren't able to do. And your relationships and what you was attracting will also resemble that. Some of y'all, like if the person, like let's say you liked somebody, you had a crush on somebody, and then all of a sudden, like let's say it was a friend and stuff like that, a friend group, you'd be like, oh, I like such and such, and then like, let's say like, all of nowhere, now that person became friends with your crush, is they wanted the attention and wanted to, they trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna be your wing person, I'm trying to help you, but they were trying to literally like, see if they can take your crush from you pretty much and get the attention away from you. And it pretty much, I won't say like to hurt you or humiliate you in a way, but not to give you the attention and not to get you to feel pretty or to feel accepted, to feel loved. And then you start to defend yourself and protecting his love in the King of Cups, with the holding the Ace of Cups and stuff like that. And yeah, because this is how it affects you. Like the Ace of Cups is your spiritual, your emotions, your creativity. This is how it affects you. It affects you in many different ways and different forms. And you're not realizing that and protecting that love of self and your creations. But also you gotta, like with the Ace of Swords being here, it's like you're now realizing like you can't just let people keep coming in your life like a revolving door, even if it's family members. And then the straight card that came out was from the Situations deck. We have Lost with Ghost, the block cut off. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now. Okay. So with the mask being here, your person feels your person or your mother, somebody feels lost. Okay. Somebody feel lost, and I don't want to say they were trying to get you to be on their path and feel lost. You know, like the whole misery loves company kind of thing. Yeah. And so they want you to get loved, yes, but it's kind of like like that video where they want you to be loved and get loved and stuff like that, they do. But it's hard for them to accept and admit that the love that they want you to have, because they don't have that love, and the love that you will have and you will witness, they might never witness or experience and have that. And then the reason is because you heal things that they're afraid to heal, or you just heal and they're afraid to do that. Because if they heal, they have, like, the reason, the way that they are, they can't make excuses for it anymore and stuff like that. And then they will feel lost. So, yeah, they pretty much will ghost you, reject you, block you out, leave you alone and stuff like that, isolate you to get you to feel low, or like you was beneath than yourself and stuff like that, like you wasn't worthy, but you was always, Spirit saying you was always worthy and deserving of love. So these two came out together. So I'm just gonna just do it this way, because I was gonna do it that way anyways. So we have apologies but opportunities, and then we have forgiveness and freedom. And then we have Uranus with leap. That's with the 8 of Pentacles. So on the flip side, somebody is the change or the transformation that is current, is somebody that is willing to apologize, right, and actually mean that, like, with their apology, and allow opportunities to come to them and stuff like that. And where somebody else is more so looking or seeking forgiveness without actually apologizing, and expect freedom in that. Now we have belief and facade with the 9 of Pentacles. So one person is content with what their belief, and somebody else isn't, because they're living a facade. But we have mask here. And then we have masculine, which on the King of Cups. And then we have conflict and disharmony with trigger and death. Yeah, we have that over here with the challenges. The challenges, somebody is going to be free and independent. You got a divine masculine that actually love them. And know who they are. Don't have to do certain things to please other people. Because Uranus, well, it's spontaneous, yes, and it changed day to what the planet is supposed to talk about, like changing every day and stuff like that, and then growing every day, having that leap of faith and and going with the flow. But that triggers this person because your growth is faster than theirs, and they will pretend as if they're happy for you and they're rooting for you and they want all this for you, but they actually don't. And you realizing now that there's the conflict and why somebody keep coming back, the reason why they keep coming back when things are going good and working out for you, or when you close to finishing something, is to trigger you and to cause conflict and disharmony, so you have to get stuck in this loop and do it all over again, and never actually like be successful and see it be completed. Then we have moments. Think of special moments that brought you to think of special moments that brought you much joy with your partner. So think about the times where like you and your mother shared, where y'all was like happy and stuff like that, compared to the times where y'all wasn't. Or even like I said before, like how your mother acts where there is a woman around of like higher status. And we have let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. We have surrender and let go twice now. And then we have feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. Also, I'm not trying to say like your mom is a bad person, because it might not. This could actually be your mom, and this might actually be you. And if it is you, yeah, it's saying like you need to let go, because your mother is actually trying to help you. You're the one that's causing problems and causing conflicts with your disharmony. She's actually trying to help you and love you and nurture you. Then in that case, it's like you're mad at the fact that you can't control your mother and manipulate her the way that you want to be. You want to manipulate her, which is why I'm saying that you need to apologize. That she forgive you, yes, but like you still need to apologize. She still deserves an apology. She is a human that you wronged. But that's my mother. She had to love me anyways. Okay, and honestly and truly, she really doesn't. By law, she's not required to love you. She's required to feed you and educate you and house you. She is not required to love you by law. Emotions, figure that shit out. When you take the emotions away from it, like, oh, a mother's supposed to do this and a mother's supposed to do that. No, A mother's job is to shelter and nurture, and because even if you look at how like certain mothers in the animal kingdom, there's not love. There's not much love there. So yeah, then we have Soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. Then we have the inner child deck. So we have growth with an 8. 8 talks about self versus ego, movements, a loop, and stuff like that. You're trying to grow but not able to grow because of little hiccups and bumps in the roads and challenges. Then we have beautiful soul, 43. Was causing a stagnation or causing a hurdle and stuff like that. But this beautiful soul that ties to me, myself, and I kind of thing. You don't believe that you have a beautiful soul and that you're worthy and deserving of love. So you stop yourself from having it and enjoying it. And that's the loop that you get stuck on, and the cycle that you get stuck on. Pretty much the same. And then we have Hungry Bunny with 45 for that stop and the pause and the stagnation of that you're creating is what's causing an unstable foundation, and that's what's changing and transforming because you're realizing the truth and cutting it out and breaking free from it. And then we have these two that came out together with the 10 of Cups and the King of Pentacles, with God, the Master of the Universe, and the Adored God, with Divine Warrior, confines the wicked and bring victory, and Peace, with obedience cause harmony and peace, and calms anger in anyone. So with this is seen with Divine Warrior calming. Oh, if this popped in my head was narcissist. But if this was like a battle for you, an emotional battle, or you could probably have like a narcissistic parent. We all, some people have, okay? I'm about to say we all been there, but some people have. And it seems like a battle that you always like fighting and stuff like that. You have to fight at home. You have to fight like your friends and stuff like that. There's no like place for you to like where you don't have to fight, so you feel like a warrior, feel like a battle or stuff like that. And that could probably cause you to be angry and to lash out, because there's nothing, you didn't do anything wrong, okay? You're just being yourself, and it's like people trying to punish you and make you feel shitty for being yourself, and there's no reason for you to feel shitty for being yourself. And it's just that they're mad and they're hurt at the fact that they can't do the things that you can do. So they try to project their problems and insecurities onto you and try to stop you and suppress you so you won't move on or you won't move forward. And then we have, confines the wicked with causing harmony. They cause harmony and peace. And by doing that, you went inside, you reevaluated and stuff like that. You grew and you evolved. You realize, like even what I said before, like, no matter what you do, they gonna talk. They gonna talk. Might as well do what you gonna do anyways, because they gonna say some shit about it. Like, they gonna say some shit about it anyways. Like, it's always gonna be a problem with somebody. And then we have brings victory and peace with obedience. So yeah, just listen to spirit. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to spirit. Don't listen to them, because they gonna talk anyways. No matter what you do, they never gonna be happy. So it's like, you can't please them. So why listen to them? It's like you're bending over backwards to please somebody that will never be pleased and can never please them. Like, they can't please themselves, but yet they expect you to please them. They don't know what can make them happy, but yet they may expect you to make them happy, like, kind of thing. They don't even know what happiness is. Like, don't listen to them. Listen to spirit. Then we have God humiliating the proud with the 10 of Wands. We have spiritual communication. See what's up with the mediumship? Spirit's talking to you. This, like, what Spirit's telling you about have to do with you and have nothing to do with them. They wouldn't even understand it. And then we have influence, religion, men, teachers, and men of law. And then we have the Ace of Swords. With God above, God above all names. With friendship, obtaining friendships of anyone. So we're now, like, trying to come back and reconcile with you and apologize and trying to be your friend because you got money or you're growing, you're doing better and stuff like that. It's clout chasing and stuff like that. And it's like, just keep your distance, even if it's your mother. Like with JT and stuff like that. I don't, like, she still, like, care, like, provide for her mother and stuff like that, but, like, she keep her distance and stuff like that. Where, like, in this situation, you might be more of a parent to your parent than, like, the way the situation is supposed to be. And then we have the Tower with disruption, warn of disaster, and aid in transition. Did we have that before? Or transformation, not transition. But I had that before. Then, yeah, so all this is helping you transform in a different way without realizing seeing it. Like I said before, where, like, you was facing, like, your mother's wounded energy through other people without realizing that it was her energy, kind of thing. And it's like you freeing yourself from this wound also help you free yourself from those people that you was friends with or that you was talking to just because of these mother wounds. And yeah, aids in disaster. We got that before with accident. It's like those people that you, like, wasn't really supposed to be friends with. They're supposed to just be in your life for like a season. You realizing that, breaking free. Well, the walls come crumbling down. Clouds goes away. And then your actual spiritual friend group and your spiritual family comes in and you see them, you know them. Everything's all cool and fine. And we have the 10 of Cups, so the illusions come down, the fantasy, all this triggering, it goes away, and the burdens goes away because you see the truth. You have that sense of clarity and stuff like that. And then the Tower, which is something where it's spiritual awakening and stuff like that. You be disruption, yes, but it was for, like, karmic. It wasn't built to last anyways. It was something that wasn't gonna last. It was fantasy and illusions. Then we have the Angel of Harmony with all the 6s where we had out before. Then we have the Angel of Patience and the Angel of Knowledge. Yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.